What's up guys, Just Ash here. So it may surprise you to know that I am legally an adult. I am 23 years old, I have responsibilities, I pay rent, I pay like my phone bill. I am an adult. However, I'm not a particularly good adult. There are some things that I just can't do that I am convinced every other adult in the world is so much better at than me. And that is what I'm going to tell you guys about in this video today. Basically, I'm going to tell you all of the things that I suck at as an adult that other people seem to just have in the bag naturally. So the first thing that I really suck at as an adult is I have a really warped perception of time, and the worst thing about this is there is no consistency to it whatsoever. What I mean by this is I really don't know, how long a minute is or how long an hour is. Obviously I know there are 60 seconds in a minute and there are 60 minutes in an hour, but I don't know how long that feels like, and it really messes me up sometimes. And I have two examples because I really don't have any other way of explaining this to you guys. The first example of my warped perception of time is sometimes people will say to me hey Ash, we're meeting at this place on the other side of the city at 12 o'clock. And I'll look it up on my Google Maps and I'll see how far away it is and I'll go, okay, that'll take me 40 minutes to walk to, so I'll leave at 20 past 12. And then I walk there and I'm there 20 minutes early because I really don't know how long things take. And I'm also, tied into that, really bad at judging distance as well. So having a really warped perception of time and being no good at judging how far away things are means I am either perpetually early or perpetually late, but never on time. And the second problem that having this warped perception of time gives me is sometimes I will be yeah, I can totally shower and get ready and walk to the bus station in 20 minutes. Spoilers, I can't. I don't know why I think that. I do it all the time. Usually when I'm meeting my mum, which means I'm usually late to meet my mum. Sorry, mum. The second thing that I am really bad at as an adult is I can't speak to other adults that I perceive as adultier than me. So people who are a lot older than me by 10 years. I can't speak to them properly. I have a real problem with small talk anyway. I get really awkward when people are oh, how are you? How's the weather? Are you doing anything nice? It's why I don't go to a hairdresser, okay? It's my worst nightmare. But speaking to adults who are older than me that I don't know particularly well just kind of kicks off my social anxiety. And it's that same sort of nervousness that you get when you're a little kid and your friends' parents start speaking to you, where you don't really know what to say, but you know you have to keep talking because it's polite. So I usually just end up going with the usual smile and nod and yeah, sure, yeah, that sort of stuff, just hoping that they'll go away. Another problem that this causes is that I don't see myself as an adult, and that messes me up sometimes when I'm running a kids party at work and I suddenly realize that, hey, I'm a responsible adult in this situation, and I still think of myself as a 17-year-old college student who really shouldn't be in charge of anything. The next thing that I'm really bad at as a grown-up is I cannot say no to people. And this has messed me up a few times. I have panic yesed to one complete stranger asking me out while I was at work. And this was a problem because I, A, had a boyfriend at the time, and B, the dude who asked me out was a total stranger, asked me out while I was at work, which is creepy, and actually waited for me while I finished work. So I had to go over very sheepishly and be hey, I'm really sorry, I don't actually want to go on a date with you and I have a boyfriend, but you're creepy and you asked me out while I was at work and I freaked out and I said yes. I'm really sorry, bye. And also, I'm really bad at saying no to people when they want me to hang out with them, and I really don't want to do that. And that kind of stems from me not really wanting to hurt their feelings by saying no, me not really wanting to be put under pressure when they inevitably ask me hey, why can't you come? Or if they say, okay, we'll reschedule, and then I have to say, oh, actually I'm busy that day too, and I'm going to be busy every day that you're trying to plan this. And 3, because I can't think of a politer way to say I would rather forcibly remove my own fingernails with a cheese grater than spend my precious little free time with you. Does that make me a bad person? Probably. Another thing that I am really bad at as an adult, but I think a lot of other adults really have down, is I can't stick to deadlines that I've set for myself. If someone else sets me a deadline, if they're Ash, you need to do this thing by this time, 9 times out of 10, I'll do it. Sometimes I'll leave it till the very last minute, but I'll do it. Whereas if I set a deadline for myself where I'm okay, no Final Fantasy 14 until you filmed a video and edited it. I'm usually like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go on Final Fantasy 14 and then panic and film the video and edit the video really quickly right before it's due, which is bad. I really should have more discipline. I am 23. I should be able to stick to deadlines that I've set myself, but like sometimes I just don't. And the final thing that I am really bad at as an adult is I suck at doing my laundry in a timely fashion. I know that there are people out there who have like a laundry day where they do laundry on that day every week. Or they do like a load of laundry before they go to bed in the evening and then they have clean clothes in the morning. Not me. I am that person. I am that very stereotypical like American college student that if I could take my clothes home for my mom to wash, I would. I am that person that will literally wait until I have one pair of clean underwear left before I even consider doing laundry. It's like the most boring thing in the world for me. I can't be bothered to separate out like my lights and my darks. I can't be bothered to put the load of laundry in. Luckily, I have a washer dryer, so it's not like I have to put a load of laundry in the washing machine, take it out, put it in the tumble dryer. And also, my flat is open plan, so if I have my washing machine on, I can't then hear my TV, and TV is more important to me than clean clothes, apparently, so I just don't do my laundry until I absolutely have to. I really hope that you guys are better adults than me. If you're not, though, please leave some comments down below and make me feel better about myself, that I'm not the only person out here being just a really terrible grown-up. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, and as always, you can join me next Friday at 8 for the next video.